Hello, my name is Leo, welcome back for another episode of Hard to Run 3, Black Ice as PRC. So in previous episode we managed to clear out Beijing, and we did destroy 6 enemy divisions in here, although that was mostly just militias and conscript, but there was 1 light infantry division in there, although not a full one, mind you. But we then managed to do a decent, well, a kind of a breakthrough over here along the coastline. We've not really gotten too far yet, but I'm hoping that soon enough we can clear out a lot more of the terrain in here. And there's not too much defenders in Jinan, so that's going to be another area that we'll be attacking into soon enough. The militia over here is probably going to redeploy. We've got another infantry division that is going to move in here. We'll probably give it a bit of support. Oh, that's going to have to pull back soon enough. You know what? Let's retreat from there. There might be a counterattack. Or they might... actually, they're pulling back now. Okay, well, that's fine by me. We'll have another unit that is actually going to attack a division in Yunzheng soon enough. Once we get across the river. There we go. Our thing was under attack briefly there. Not too bad of an attack, luckily. Well, now there's a bit larger one. We've got hills that we're defending. We've dug in fairly well. And we can always send in the infantry division to help in defense of that, if need be. But right now, I think we're mostly fine. Also, we might want to start moving some of these headquarters around. Especially since a lot of the units that are underneath them are pretty far away. Not too far away, mind you, yet. There's no problems with the reach quite yet, but soon enough. But there we go, we've got the surviving militia. Of course, it's not really ready for combat yet. Mostly in terms of organization, it's quite bad still. But I think we're going to move it into Zibo. There we go, we're winning some of these combats. How's the defense in here? At least the enemy conscripts are taking very heavy damage. We do not have artillery on this one. That was something that we might want to get soon. When are we getting some more artillery, actually? We are getting more artillery at the end of September. Well, 20th of September, so soon, actually. Also get some more cavalry, or recon cavalry soon enough as well. And it looks like the attack into Yunzheng is going fairly well. How long until... Oh, there we go. Attack in Jinan is starting now. Ooh, manufacturing plant in Jinan. There we go. Armament factory. And yes, we'll take the resource production. We've got low popularity, which is less than ideal. I'm guessing this one should be arriving there shortly. Got 2 units attacking Jinan. We could potentially... I'm going to send... No, actually, we can't send that one in yet. Never mind. It's called combat delay. Ooh, payment received. There we go. Slowly getting more and more. Guangzhou is... I think we are going to win that defense, but of course once we get the communist militia in there with the extra set of artillery, that will probably make quite a difference. And looks like the survivor militia is at least slowly digging in here now. I mean, it's a plain, so it's not actually that... actually, I wonder. Pushing into Libo might be risky. But it's a risk I'm willing to take, actually. Also, we got another division HQ, so let's go ahead and assign that into another... communist militia, maybe the one in Yunzheng, so the one over there, now has a headquarters. Right, it's down to 2 militia divisions defending Jinan, so that will fall soon enough, and that is, I think, 3 industry in there, or something like that. It's a bit better than a lot of the other places. Now hopefully we can get to the mountain in Laiwu, because that would actually be quite a handy location to hold on to. Ooh, rolling artillery barrage is upgraded, and we can get another recon cavalry. We'll get one over here. I suppose that's just militias right now. This one's got a recon cavalry already. It doesn't have artillery, mind you. Wait, we never got the leader in here. Oh, well, I'm not going to do that right now because that's going to be immediately attacked. Although, actually, it's only conscripts in there, so it's not too bad. Might be a bit of a waste to put in a skill level 2 in a militia, but oh well. How's the reinforcement doing? It's mostly fine. We don't need quite as much upgrades. We're going to get another recon cavalry tomorrow. That'll be quite handy. We've got the militia up here now. There we go. That'll help us a bit. And I suppose, do we have recon cavalry in all of these? That one's got 1. That one's got 1. That one doesn't. There we go. We should be able to hold on to this a little bit easier now. And how's the battle in here? We are... we're going to have to send in some reinforcements in there, I reckon. This one could also use a bit more strength, but or reinforcements... into the division itself, but that will have to wait. We're actually producing most of the production queue now. Ooh, rare materials donation. Well, that's quite handy. And the Battle of Jinan, I mean, they're down to basically 1 unit defending now. And even that is just 2 militia regiments, so it's not really that bad. The combat in here is not going quite as well as I was hoping for, but we're still keeping the enemy in there, which is actually beneficial to us. And I suppose we're going to go ahead and send in the 2nd Division to join on that combat again. So we're going to rotate some of these troops. As soon as that has joined the combat, we're going to take the other one away. So we can reinforce, but they can't. Although we can only reinforce one of those two at the... or any given moment right now, while the combat is still going. Come on, we've got 7.6% chance of joining in there, but still not joining in. That's a bit unfortunate. Ooh, infantry support weapons. There we go, so that is now ahead of time. I suppose, how is the branch upgrades? Those are going to be done in October. So a bit more than a month. And then we'll have them. And there we go, the defenders in Jinan are about to retreat. That's just a matter of a few days, or a few hours rather, not days. There we go, we lost 1,500 men, they lost almost 3,000. Oh, Z-Boys under attack? Well, that was not according to their plan, I reckon. I'm going to move the militia after Jinan. Let's combat... oh, right, let's go ahead and pull in the 5th Jintuan. Probably not how it's pronounced, admittedly, but anyway. We'll get that on off the combat so I can reinforce it for a brief moment, and then if we can get some more troops in here, maybe. We'll cut the enemy off at Bingjing, destroy the pocket in here. There's not too massive amount of troops there, but it's still something. Oh, and we're under attack over here in the mountains, and luckily the mountains are going to be quite easy to defend. We're taking the city. How much is that? That is, it's actually under 2 industry. I thought that would be 3 for some reason, but it's still okay. That one's going to move down there. How long until we win this combat? The Mountaineers have taken pretty hefty casualties in here. That has me somewhat concerned. I think if we get to Junan or Rizal, one of these two, we can cut off the entire peninsula. Once we oh, that is about massacre. Well, naughty Italians. Naughty Italians. Okay, we're down to 54% strength on the combat in there. And this one's not going to be ready for another fight for another 2 days at least. I think we may need to just pull back from that combat. Well, it took another 2,000 casualties. They are going to retreat the unit away from here, most likely. But that's alright. We can probably leave one of these in here, and the other one can get to Jinan. I think we'll use the Mountaineers to cut off the enemy in here for the time being. Then clear out the pocket with some troops, and then keep on pushing, probably along the river, actually, partially at least. If we can cut them off in here, and then just clear out the peninsula. Hopefully all before December, although that's going to be a bit of a tall order, I admit. Not impossible, mind you, but it's a bit of a problem probably to actually achieve that right now. But we're at least getting more artillery, so we're forming the militia units into proper divisions soon enough. Looks like the enemy is at least, well, the battle in Guangrao is going to be a victory. We've taken pretty hefty losses in there, mind you. But we are at least going to win that. Hopefully we're going to get some more troops in here as well. The militia should be able to hold on to the urban, I reckon. While the Mountaineers are... well, as soon as we get some troops in here, the Mountains will start moving to the gap there. Cut off the enemy units, we'll destroy them, and then we can... we're going to relieve a few militias and other units like that that can maybe at least hold the river line and that sort of things. And looks like that one's going to be a victory, most likely. This is definitely a victory. So the southern flank isn't too bad. There we go. Let's go ahead and have a look at, or attack in the gap here. So now that it's just a... well, it was plains over there actually as well. But that one's a bit larger division. This one's a fairly small division overall. It's got... oh, there we go. That was a victory. We're going to need a bit more reinforcements with the mountain here there. So we're going to hold on to the ground there for now. Admittedly, the militia could probably go ahead and push forward. But it's going to be a bit risky currently. So we'll just dig in for now. And then we'll get going in a little bit. So we only got the surviving militia in here. It's light infantry, it's in mountains, so it will be defendable. But it might not be easy. Oh, they're getting the second light infantry division in there now. I suppose we've got this one up to 60%. So support attack in there. Oh, there we go. Industrial production and efficiency advanced, both of them. And we got the steel armor casting capability, so we can finally get some of the artillery barrel upgrade. So that one goes up to the top of the list. Then also we will get the efficiency of production up the list. Steel armor casting can probably stay on the bottom of the list for now. We'll Want to research that soon enough at some point again, but right now against theirs is there's another 80 regiment. We'll give that to the surviving militia actually, just to give it a bit more firepower. Oh, it's under attack now. Well, they're probably going to be very sorry about that attack soon enough, because we've dug in. Well, we don't have proper artillery here yet. That's just a matter of time. Is that so? That's attacking from Zhujian. So from there. All right then. How's the combat looking like in here? We're dealing some damage. I suppose we could go ahead and attack with... Oh, against the contrip there now. Oh, and there's an artillery. Let's give one of those to survive militia, and then we'll give another one up to... Actually, which one? Well, that one doesn't have artillery yet. This one doesn't have artillery yet either, to be fair. Or that one. Or maybe this one. So many options. That one at least has artillery. I think we're going to give the artillery into the militia in Baofeng. For the 25th. It's going to be a little bit lower organization, mind you. But it will deal a lot more damage now. And hopefully we can push back the enemy from the... I mean, at least we are taking this one now. Oh, there we go, victory at Laiwu. Oh, there's another, a bit larger division attacking now. Well, a little bit stronger at least. It does have anti-tank guns. I think that is actually a full division. Yeah, it's got 12,000 men in there. So we might have to pull back from there. But at least we are pushing back, or pushing in at other locations in the meanwhile. And also, I think we can actually go ahead and reduce the supply production down to 8 IC. I've been slowly getting more and more in there. So the production is mostly fine. We'll need to add in some more stuff for... or to account for the... Actually, what we're going to do is we'll put in... Instead of... well, I suppose we did start with the recon already in there. We'll put in the mixed support regardless. At least one of these to be produced for the light infantry division. Now I'm going to actually push that to the top of the list. With the recon, or the mixed support unit that we have, recon is something that can be quite easily sort of avoided on the division composition. But at the same time, we could probably not have engineers, for example, or something like that. Or the unit had the mixed support in there. I think we're going to actually go ahead and attack into Weifang. We can push out the enemy conscripts from there now. Do a bit of a support attack from here to speed up the process. There we go, that should make quite a difference. Well, there we go, Yuncheng was a victory. How bad is the strength now? We got 51 and 52 point... Okay, 51 on both of them. So we might have to cancel this attack soon enough, unless we can push the enemy back very shortly. I guess if we give a bit of a support attack from this side, it might not give much of a difference. But it might just be what we need. Oh, now they're doing counterattack. Well, there's 2 militias and a customs police, so I'm not too worried about that one. Okay, one of them is retreating already. And while we're losing quite a bit of strength, I think we can get in there. We are going to be taking this one fairly shortly. So if... Well, that's not going to be able to attack quite yet. Ooh, first echelon. So tactical breakthrough is something we can research again. That would be reducing the combat with. The human wave is going to require the first echelon to be another level higher, but that's alright. We'll just keep on researching it. Oh boy. I think the mountain is going to have to retreat from the combat soon, unless the enemy retreats very, very soon. I mean, it's looking pretty good for us, mind you. Except for the strength of our unit is very, very bad. If it goes below 45%, then I'm going to have to retreat the unit from the combat to not have it shatter. Okay, yeah, well, just go ahead and retreat that one. But it had reached, at least gain some reinforcements. Oh, there we go, we did actually win the combat in the mountains. And I suppose the mountaineers are going to be, well, they're regaining strength at least, so that will help. Another anti-tank gun will be done soon. Did we... Oh, we could get an anti-tank gun for this one. Oh, is that what... Oh, that was very low on strength as well. But the enemy is about to retreat. I suppose what... Well, no, that's not really going to be good enough. Okay, how's the mountaineer looking like? It's 40... Almost 47% strength again. We did inflict more casualties than we took, mind you, but it's not initially easy. I suppose we could actually go ahead and move in there. Ah, and there's the anti-tank gun, so we'll give one for the division in Liaoning. And another anti-tank gun. We did already give one for the survivor militia, so we don't need to give another one in there. Actually, we'll give one over here that is moving up the mountains now. All the way in the east. So I'm guessing, oh yeah, we did about 3.7 industry in, or industrial capacity in reinforcements right now. That's a bit on the expensive side. But at least we won the battle in here. We are hopefully gaining some ground. Okay, well, it might not be quite as easy ground gaining as one might hope. Actually, we're going to send this one across the river. Should be able to win that. And we've got a militia heading in here already, so these will be surrounded. In which case, that can actually stay back for the time being. We'll send in, I guess we'll send that one in here. How's the surviving militia looking like? It's been in combat for a while. Ooh, looking a bit rough. At least we're defending the mountains, so the enemy is definitely taking losses as well. But it's a very small division, so it might not be able to hold on. I think what we'll actually do is we'll go ahead and retreat that soon enough. Oh, under attacking Yucheng. Alright then. Well, that's not going to go all that well for them. And now we need 4 IC in reinforcements. Another artillery factory, excellent. So we're still holding on to here. I mean, I suppose the militia got pushed back already. At least it can defend the hills over there if need be. They don't have a lot of troops in here. Of course, our militias aren't really in the shape to start doing a lot of advancing yet. But there would be a possibility to take out Wenan and Tongshuan. Oh, now they're trying to do a counterattack in here. Oh, we're getting some more troops in here, so this counterattack is probably going to be quite, well, let's just say a dud. Okay, let's pull back the surviving militia. We took quite a bit of losses. I mean, the enemies took a lot of losses as well, but we kind of need to pull back. We've got the pretty much full-strength infantry in here. Ooh. Spirited Call for land forces. So defend reinforced chances increased for till the end of the game by 2.5%, and land organization increased by 2.5%. Not huge, but it does help. Less reinforcements needed. We should be getting some extra recon cavalry now. So that means that we should be able to start reinforcing the militias as well soon enough. Like the militias we got from Shaanxi. So as soon as we cut off this one, that one's going to be pushed back pretty soon. Oh, there we go. Victory. How soon is this one ready to attack? Probably not quite yet. Only got 50-something% strength, but soon enough, that'll get fixed. We'll hold on to this one. They'll probably try to move away from here. But we're going to just, I mean, a lot of them are already pretty low on organization, I reckon. So it shouldn't be too bad to defeat them. So there's the recon cavalry. Did we have recon on... Well, that one's definitely got one. Let's give that a recon cavalry then. And is this one going to be... That should be able to hold on for a while still. So there we go. Another pocket will be formed. There we go. They're now trying to move out. Let's go ahead and attack into the pocket already. But they're not really going to be able to do much. We've got 2 units over here defending the entry point to the pocket. I guess we can send the militia into the combat as well. So they've got 2 militias and a little bit of military police. So there's already 1 militia gone. We shouldn't be taking too much casualties in this combat, actually. And it looks like the mountaineers are at least mostly in good shape. I think we're going to go ahead and attack into Jining. There's only a militia unit in there, so it should be fairly easy to push back. And there's another wagon regiment. We're not gonna... We don't have any logistics units for the light infantry yet. I guess we could give it one. I was more thinking about light trucks for that, but we haven't unlocked that, so I guess we'll just take one. Now, we'll go ahead and build at least 1 extra horse transport to go for the other units then that are going to need that. And there we go, we're dealing pretty good damage in the pocket, especially during daytime. Also holding back the enemy trying to break into the pocket. And those are going to be falling back soon. This one can probably then push along the coastline here. They are still going to be taking Libo soon enough, I reckon. They don't have too many defenders in Qingdao, actually. Or on the side of the pocket there. I'm thinking maybe we'll go ahead and send the surviving militia up here in the mountains. Hopefully it will have some time to reinforce. And then we can send the communist militia into Yunnan. And then we'll have cut off all of this already. Then the mountaineer can probably start wrecking the enemies one at a time here. And just slowly push into the deeper end of that. And of course, once we clear out this pocket, we can send in another unit or 2 to help clear out the peninsula. And then go from there. 2 more days and we'll get another division HQ. There we go. Most of the production queue is already underway. Oh, there we go. There's another militia already dealt with. So there's not much remaining in this pocket. And I think as soon as we win that... Oh. Oh. Well, they still got the massive penalty river crossings-wise, so I think the Western Front is not going to be a huge issue. Luckily. Right, let's go ahead and send in the Communist Militia into Yunnan. They only got a conscript unit in there, which has no artillery or any support stuff, so it's very cheap, or very easy to break, I reckon. I suppose what we're going to do is we'll put one into Lin here. So how many... Okay, we've got one more HQ, but I suppose we've got some extras already. Or at least one veteran, so we don't actually need all of those for the units in here. So I guess some of the militias and contras and all that can also start getting the HQs by now. Oh, there we go, that's a victory. Right, the infantry can go ahead and give a bit of support attack in here. Which means that as soon as that enters the combat, we'll retrieve the mountaineer from there, let it reinforce a little bit, and then we can take Tai'an. Because, well, it's got almost 10% chance of joining in. Oh, there we go. So now we can get a little bit more reinforcements in. And the militia over here is going to start digging in. It doesn't have artillery, but it can hold back any enemy tanks relatively well, I reckon. And the pocket is about to be declared. There we go, major victory. One in Baofeng. Wait. Oh, right, that one. And then the pocket is being cleared out. So I'm going to send this one up here. That one's going to clear out that one. I suppose the militia could move down here to help defend the mountains. So once we've taken that. So attack into Yunnan is... well, it's not very quick, mind you. Oh, there we go. Victory at Jining. I do wonder, actually. We might go ahead and send the mountaineers up here. Get into the mountains there and clear out the enemy tanks from there, essentially. While we push into, or along the coast, or the river, rather, not the coast, and cut off whatever they have in the mountains here, which is most likely going to be just one conscript, so it's not really that bad. Oh, that's Jining, they got another unit in there. It's only a German train unit, though, so it's not a full division. I guess the not the survivor militia, the Communist militia could give a bit of support attack in there. I'll get the militia just to hold back the ground for the time being. Now I think once we've cleared out this one, we'll send it to the east. Maybe to Weifang. Or somewhere around there, at least to help clear out the enemy holdings there. Are we getting through this? Not necessarily. Guess what we could do is we can send this one all the way to Weifang first. Help clear out the pocket. Oh, Zibo is under attack. Well, was under attack. But if we could get in here, give us a bit of support attack to cut off the enemy from the peninsula, and then start clearing out some of these mountains in here. Do another pocket there, while we then clear out the peninsula, once we have created the pocket, which is a bit easier said than done still, but it is going to happen sooner or later. So I believe all Communist militias now have a HQ. I suppose the division over here, or the militia over here, is going to get the division HQ, finally. It might not really make much of a difference, but it will make a small difference, nonetheless. And we're going to get another engineer soon, actually, as well. That will be very handy. Right, let's move in the Communist militia over here into Baofeng once again. And then we could maybe go ahead and clear out some of that. Although it might not be as easy to defend, mind you, but we can at least gain some more ground in here, somewhere. Or we could move in here to take out Weinan, and then maybe take out Zhongshan. And maybe Xi'an, that would be another factory, plus another VP. So how's the surrender progress? It's currently 27, almost 28%. So it's not very large progress yet. Ah, there we go. Standard infantry branch upgrade. Very handy. And now we can start researching the semi-motorized infantry. So then we can unlock the light trucks, which is basically like the Jeep kind of vehicles. That is something we do want to have. Especially for units that will potentially be doing landings and that sort of stuff, like naval invasions and that sort of things. We do not want to have horde transport those. I guess we can go ahead and attack in here in the meanwhile. Should be fairly easy to punch through there. And how we go on? Well, we got the surviving militia, but that's gonna... Oh, there's the light infantry branch upgrade. There we go. There's still quite a bit of work to do on upgrading everything. We've got another infantry unit in here. I suppose this one can, once it reaches there, start pushing to Yexian. While the Mountaineer will get to Rizal to provide a little bit cover for the Common's militia getting into Yunnan. How's the battle in here? Well, we're dealing some damage still. But not a lot of brokers is happening there right now. And I got a bit of troops in the mountains there, but I suppose that's alright. I suppose one of the options that we do have, if we can take the mountains in Jining, which is not guaranteed right now. Oh, Weifang is under attack. Well, for a brief moment anyway. What do we have? We got an engineer, okay. Actually, we'll get the engineers up here, the ones that are attacking up the mountain right now. Give them a little bit more toughness. And this should be a fairly easy defense. As soon as this one's able to advance, we'll go ahead and clear out the enemy Rizal. And this one, yeah, I think the militia is actually doing fairly good damage overall. Oh, there we go, Victory Weifang. So the Mountaineer is just going to get in here, give a bit of support attack into Yunnan. So now we already have 2 proper divisions to clear out the peninsula, plus a militia to provide some aid in there. That should be enough to clear all of that. Of course, we haven't cut it off quite yet, so they will still have supplies flowing through and all that. But that's honestly just a matter of time before we've gotten through there. Right, how are we doing on the techs? Special Forces branch upgrade will be done soon, so that's going to be upgrading our Mountaineers, but it's not going to be instant upgrade. It'll still take some time to actually be implemented. Let's go ahead and give it a bit of support attack over here now, so we can break this contract unit a lot faster. That one's going to be starting to move in about 2 days. Oh, there we go, that's a victory. Finally, and another 80 regiment. Let's see. Actually, we're going to give it over here. There might be, well, there's no armored units in here right now, but again, it's just, it gives a bit more attack value as well. Ooh, they might be abandoning that one soon. Don't suppose we have, not necessarily, unless, well, there we go. There's a counterattack. It might not be very effective counterattack, but there's a counterattack. So how long until this one can start attacking? Okay, 13 hours. So we'll be getting to Rizal soon enough, and then we can start pushing further north. Plus, what I could do, actually, initially, is have this one move to Rizal until we've taken Yunnan, although that will be taken soon enough. So in that case, it probably doesn't matter that much. Oh, there we go. That is going to be a victory in here shortly. Oh, there's a Special Forces branch upgrade. Victory is Rizal, so the delay is 65 hours, so it's going to take probably half of that to us to even arrive in the province, so it's not going to be too long of a delay afterwards. Oh, and there we go. Hancheng is under attack, but that's not going to be... Oh, it's a cavalry unit attacking. Okay. And then Yunnan, we finally got in there. So now we've cut off the peninsula. Right, so 41 hours, and we're going to keep on advancing in here. So this one can probably push in there. Let's go ahead and bring in the militia up here, Yexian. So we'll be clearing out that soon enough, but that is unfortunately going to have to be the end of this episode, because we are unfortunately out of time. But if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.